Hi guys, and welcome to a coffee chat. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work. Well, a little different setting today, but we're going to continue our discussion around the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. You know, we've talked to you about this model. Dr. Covey states that to be effective, you have to move from where you're dependent upon others to where you become independent, ultimately moving to interdependence, where you get other people involved. Because you can't do this all on your own, you need other people. So effective people are people who follow these 7 habits. He says we need to start by being proactive. Think about the areas where you have influence in your life. And that's where you need to focus your energies. And as your influence increases, it enlarges the circle and it will impact other things that concern you. He says, as you are proactive, it helps to, begin with the end in mind. Why are you here? What's your purpose? What's your why? What is it that you're called to do? What are your values? What roles do you have? If you will iron these things out and have them in your mind's eye in front of you all the time, it will be that North Star that will help you move toward achieving the things that you want to achieve. If you know these 2 things and these first 2 habits, then you can start to put first things first. You can start aligning things in your lives around the idea that there are some things that are more important than other things. And today you can achieve those things that matter most. The other things you can massage and work in around the big rocks, as Dr. Covey likes to say. Well, those are just some of the things that you can do in the private space, but he says your journey is not complete until you move into the habits where we're in the public. And he said, then when we're dealing with people, we need to start thinking about win-win scenarios. Neither have to lose. Both parties can win. This is an idea of thinking that's different than the way most of us think. But if we'll think win-win, and to do that, we go to habit number 5, which is really to seek first to understand before you're understood. These 2 habits set you up for habit number 6, which is the habit of synergy, the synergize habit. Being able to pull everything together, all of the previous habits, pull together into one unique combination. That one combination in its power and its ability to create potential solutions to challenging problems and situations is what synergy is all about. It's no longer that there are so many different parts, because as Dr. Covey says, this one idea is so powerful that together the parts are greater than the individual parts themselves. So the goal here in this 6th habit, sometimes he refers to this as the penultimate habit, is to pull everything together and synergistically achieve goals that are not possible by ourselves. This is when we know that we're functioning at the greatest level of effectiveness. So think about those 6 habits that we've talked about so far. And then next week, we're going to wrap this up when we come and talk a little bit about sharpening the saw. Listen, thanks for joining me for this week's Coffee Chat. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next time on a Coffee Chat.